That's it. 7.
Okay, write a question. We'll solve the question. Amanda is
Sir, we are not done with GPCC.
Yeah. You can Amanda. Yeah. Amanda is a successful business woman. Who breeds pedigree cats. Pedigree, P-E-D-I-G-R-W, pedigree cats as a hobby. Who breeds pedigree cats as a hobby. D-I-G-R-W, pedigree cats as a hobby. Full stop. She regularly buys three months supply of cat food at a time from Happy Cat Limited. From Happy Cat Limited. The contract of sale provides that A. The buyer must inform Happy Cat. A. Point number A. The buyer must inform Happy Cat of any defects in the product. Within a week of purchase. And B, any liability for defective products is limited to the contract price. Any liability for defective products is limited to the contract price. Amanda's latest batch of cat food. Amanda's latest batch of cat food turns out to be defective. And most of her cats most of her cats become ill and die within a month of eating it. Within a month of eating it. Full stop. Advise Amanda. Okay, what are the issues here? Is there any exclusion clause? What is the type? What are the types of clauses we have here? Hmm? What is this question about?
It's an exclusion clause.
Is it just about exclusion clause?
So,
Yeah, absolutely. It's a question on when we should discuss about terms, you can discuss about exclusion clause, sale and goods act, or things. Yeah, you can be those. Yeah, yeah. Different. You can do that. Now, what is Amanda's status?
Buyer.
What kind of buyer is she?
She's a private business. Business buyer.
Is she business buyer or is she consumer?
But no. She is a consumer because she breeds cats as a hobby. And business also on kitchen business.
Yeah.
And the cat store business related kitchen. It's a personal hobby. Yes.
Anything else you want to? Why this is so important? What kind of buyer she is? Why that issue is important?
Because often there are exclusion clause applied for. I mean, like the UCT.
UCT apply for a product.
She has to be a private seller.
She has to be a
Private buyer.
okay. Hard. Is it just for you? Just for UCTA, or it is for also UTCCR as well?
Yeah.
So what kind of buyer you have to be? You have to be a private. You have to be a consumer. So is Amanda a consumer? How will what would be your line of argument? What if the other side? You see, there is a mention of they have mentioned something about buying the cat food for 3 months. Does it make her a something different? Because the consumer, it looks like she's buying in bulk.
Consumer seems like one-time thing, and there she's doing
like doing
it
it for third person.
For you see, when you are buying it 3 months, is it a retail purchase or is it a bulk purchase? That can be an argument for Happy Cat, saying that if she has bought it, she's not a consumer.
We buy everything in a bulk.
Why don't you argue that?
And we are
See,
also
this is something. Who are you advising?
our client.
You are advising Amanda, right? You can tell Amanda, look, because you bought it in 3 months, Happy Cat may argue that you are not a consumer. Because why it is important to establish you as a consumer, because if you want to have remedy under UCTA 77 and UTCCR, we have to establish that you are a consumer. And our argument would be, what would be your argument then? You see, you are telling your client what would be the argument of the other side, and then what is your side of the argument. By that, you are actually exploring all of that. So why that part is so important? Yes, you can include.
Like that casually.
Yeah, well, not that casually, but you can always say this. Okay, then what are the sale of goods as goods act issues?
Satisfactory quality.
How this is satisfactory quality?
Because it turns out to be defective, and most of the cats will eat and die within a month of eating. It's not even fit for the purpose.
So which section are you doing? If you are doing it section 14, would you go for satisfactory quality here or fit for purpose or both?
Both.
Both. What else do you have to establish?
There has been a sale transaction.
And what else you have to do? If you want to say that if you want to seek remedy for under section 14, what else do you have to argue?
There has been a breach of
Satisfactory quality and fit for purpose. What else do you have to establish? I strangle all of you.
So that's it was done in the course of the business.
Yes, that the sale was in the course of a business. Come on, that is section 14. Bhule gese in the course of a business. Stevenson versus Rogers. The goods must be of satisfactory quality and fits for purpose. The goods and there must be sale in the course of a business.
Yes, sir.
The seller must be a business seller. Remember, that is how section 14 stands out of the crowd.
So here the seller is a business.
He is a business seller, but you have to talk about that. You have to refer the case. You have to, R&B customs followed by Stevenson versus Rogers. You have to bring them. Am I clear? What else? Can you see what is that? What is the characteristics of B? Yeah, again, B at a contracted. There's a term B term. What, is he excluding the liability or is he limiting the liability? Be careful. This is not. This is there. This is no longer an exclusion because this is a limiting clause. You are not. He's not saying that I do not take any responsibility. He is taking responsibility. But is he taking entire responsibility or is he taking individual liability? Damages for it. Damages kemun? Remedies for sir. So loss of the party. Ke bolo? No. Yeah. Maybe was flexible. Liquidity क्या है? Okay, so you are not paying attention. I was paying attention. I was paying attention. See, this is important. Calculate that. What did he say? Look at B. B point. Liquidated damage, liquidated damage, unliquidated damage.
So damages are the party agreed.
Liquidated damage is that. What is the feature of liquidated damage? Is just a mention. What the damage?
So the party
মনে করেন আমি বলে দিলাম প্রতি যাই হোক না কেন আমি 5,000 টাকা দেব। আমি কি করছি? আমি ড্যামেজটা ফিক্স করে দিচ্ছি। আপনি রাজি হয়ে গেলেন। আনলিকুইডেড ড্যামেজে কি হয়? একটা কোড ডিসাইড করতে পারবে আমি এখানে বলতে এখানে কি বলছে? যেখানে এখানটা কি হবে?
limited limited to the contract.
Limited to the contractual price. The contracted price আমি করে তাহলে দিতে পারবো। So we know what liquidated ড্যামেজ হচ্ছে না মানে সুতার কথা যেটুকু ড্যামেজ দেওয়ার কথা আগেই স্বীকার করে নিচ্ছি। লিমিট বলে দিচ্ছি। So liquidated damage is more like a limiting clause. সে বলছে যে তোমার যদি কোনো ক্ষতি হয় আমি কন্ট্রাকচুয়াল প্রাইস বেশি আমি কম দিতে পারবো। এখন কন্ট্রাকচুয়াল প্রাইসের বাইরে আমি কি করতে পারবো? বুঝতে পারছেন? কন্ট্রাকচুয়াল প্রাইসের বাইরে একজন মানুষের আর কি ক্ষতি হতে পারে? বলেন তো? মানে কন্ট্রাকচুয়াল প্রাইসের বাইরে একজন মানুষের কি ধরনের ক্ষতি হতে পারে? যেমন অ্যামাউন্টার কি লস হচ্ছে এখানে? What kind of losses have you suffered? That cats die. So, কয়টা ক্যাট ছিল বলা আছে?
না।
So, যে কয়টা ক্যাট থাকবে না কেন সেই ক্যাটস গুলো কি হচ্ছে? They all died. Right?
Most of our cats become no.
They died. ঠিক আছে? So, কি লস হলো? ক্যাটস গুলো বড় হতে তার নাক বন্ধ হয়ে ক্যাটস গুলো সে কিনেটা রেডি করে দিল। So, what kind of losses? সে তো যে টাকা দিয়ে পে করে যে ফুডটা কিনেছে সেটা তার লস হলো। তার ক্যাট গুলো যে ব্রিড করতে তার খরচ হচ্ছে সেটা হয়ে গেল। So you can see all these damages. But can you ask for it? কারণটা কি? এতে কি আছে? লিমিটিং ক্লজ করতে কি আছে?
কন্ট্রাক্ট প্রাইস
শুধু কন্ট্রাক্ট প্রাইস কিসের কন্ট্রাক্ট প্রাইস? ফুডের কন্ট্রাক্ট প্রাইস। ফুড খেয়ে কেউ মারা গেলে সেটার কন্ট্রাক্ট প্রাইস এবং সেটার প্রাইস কত বলা হয়? বুঝতে পারছিস না? সো আমরা কি বলবো এই যে আমরা কি এটা কি বলবো এটা কি আমরা ওই সেন্সে এক্সক্লুসিভ ক্লজ বলবো নাকি স্মল লাইক আনফেয়ার টার্ম বলবো? তখন আমরা কিছু চলে যাব ইউটিসিসিএল বুঝতে পারছিস না? হ্যাঁ you need to be able to explain things যে কি লাগবে আমার ভেবে দেখেন এমার্জেন্সি সিচুয়েশনে আপনার কি প্রমাণ করতে হবে what are the points that you need to highlight দেখি লিখে তো সবাই এখানে লিগ্যাল ইস্যুস গুলো আইডেন্টিফাই করতে 1 2 3 4 করে আইডেন্টিফাই করতে yeah I'm giving you 5 minutes time আমি এক্সপ্লেইন করে দিলাম you are legal issue just legal issues I don't want anything
আমরা প্রবলেম সলভিং এর কি পয়েন্ট
কি পয়েন্ট আছে জি I want you to identify the legal issues involved here
This offer is 1989.
79
79. Oh, injury too. Sir, এটা তো যেহেতু exclusion clause ধরা হচ্ছে না, so why would we look at UCPA? We would look at UTCCR, right?
আপনি এক্সক্লুশন হয়ে যান এক্সক্লুশন ক্লজ
যদি বলি if it is taken as
আর এক্সক্লুশন ক্লজ
exclusion
হিসেবে বলেন তারপর বলেন এটা আবার আনফেয়ার কাজ ইউটিসিআর এ যাবে আনফেয়ার হতো
sir, consumer definition of conceptually UCPA.
11
12%. Consumer is defined in 12.
You can have a look at this I gave you. Look at there's a table here showing you the comparison. Yes. Here, right? Comparison of things later. Comparison এখানে যে কোনটা কখন ইউজ করা যায় you can take help from here to solve this. Okay, আর next page is like UTCCR and like এখানে next page এখানে দেখেন চার্ট দেয়া আছে যে UTCCR কখন কখন অ্যাপ্লাই হবে আর UCP কখন কখন অ্যাপ্লাই হবে না yes no দিয়ে দেয়া আছে so this will be again helpful for you. আর লাস্ট পেজটাতে দেখুন একটা অপারেশন অফ UCP দেয়া আছে সব করে হ্যাঁ কনফিউশনটা পড়ে দেখেন একদম so you can take help from all these materials.
Sir, do goods change hands under the contract? Do goods change hands?
Well, if I give it to you, you can sell it to somebody else. If you buy it from me, and you can buy it. Yeah, so that kind of things.
Like ownership to shift?
Yeah, shifting your ownership.
Sir, contract rules are back.
Possession. That was it.
Remedy se kiye you can. Are you done? Everyone done writing? Yes? Okay. Charger level abhi dekhi, can I have a look at it? Huh? What is the issue? Explain the issues there. What does this mean? Tell me. Why it is important to establish MSI concept? Can is important. Read that. Yes, sir? Are you listening? Come on, this is just a simple exercise. I'm not giving you marks. Just want to see that you understand. Sailor Code Section key issue of the race code.
So section 14.
14. Why do you go for section 14 here?
So satisfactory before purpose.
Why do you think that the product was not satisfactory quality? What would be your argument for saying that this is not it was not satisfactory quality and not fit for purpose?
So she bought it for the cat. So first of all, it was not fit for the purpose. The cat died. Satisfactory quality to search.
So that also is satisfactory quality. Okay, and what else should you argue under section 14?
Section 14.
14 এ কি আর্গু করবে না আরেকটা কি স্টেপ একটু আগে আমি বললাম আরেকটা কি আর্গু করবেন সেকশন 14 এ
স্যার একটু করে আগে বলছেন
So business was a
business seller always remember this the moment you are referring to section 14 Sale of Goods Act you are saying that
first day
so, you see if you the moment you are mentioning section 14 you establish that why you are seeking remedy under section 14 that it was not fit for purpose it was not satisfactory quality you go through the cases and all this but if your answer should not end there you should also emphasize that section 14 is applicable if and only if the seller is a business seller. Okay, it cannot be used for a private seller. And you have to say in that particular scenario whether your seller is a business seller or not, you have to establish it. That's very important because you may get a situation where seller was a private seller. What if Amanda bought cat food from Danny, who was her next door neighbor, who bought Danny bought the cat food from Happy Cats and sold it to Amanda because Amanda was not willing to travel to Happy Cats. Now, after eating, after consuming the food, the cats died. She is not going to sue Happy Cats; she is suing Danny.
Sir, according to Donnelly versus Stevenson, she can sue the cat seller. Sir,
That's a difference. Say if we are talking about her remedies against Danny, what will happen?
She won't get any.
Because can she sue Danny for breach of section 14? Why not?
Because she's not a
Because Danny was not a business seller, did not sell it in the course of the business. So what if I am your next door neighbor, I prepare food for my cat and I gave it to you as well. You bought it from me. You are too lazy to travel to a shop. And because those food were good for my cats, were not good for your cats because your cat is a different type of cat, different breed. It doesn't suit the cats that you have. And they died. Can you sue me for breach of section 14? The answer is no, because I am not a business seller. I was not selling it in the course of a business. You see, this is why section 14 is important. And in most cases, if you will find section 14, an examiner would wait to see whether you are mentioning section 14 and talking about what is it, and trying to explain who is a business buyer, what do you mean by in the course of the business. Am I clear? Okay, let's look at another situation quickly. Liken, are scenario liken. You see, these small scenarios would actually give you confidence about application of these laws. Mary regularly parks her cars Mary regularly parks her car in the customer's pay and display car park.
So, how many exceptions was this, no?
Yes. Mary regularly parks her car in the customer's pay and display car park at Jones Limited Department Store.
Sir, can you repeat?
So,
Mary regularly parks her car in the customer's pay and display car park. Display car park at Jones Limited Department Store. Full stop. Inside the car park, at all exit points, are large notices stating in bold lettering cars parked at owner's risk. Cars parked at owner's risk. ठीक है सर? Full stop. Underneath the display, series of terms and conditions are given. Terms and conditions are given. And one of the terms states that the company, comma, its employees and agents accept no responsibility for any damage to customers' vehicles whatsoever and howsoever cost. And howsoever cost. ठीक है सर? Any term, comma, condition or warranty whether express, comma, implied or statutory, covering damage to customer vehicles, is hereby specifically excluded. Wow. Yes, is hereby specifically excluded. That's terrific. Next occasion Mary uses the car park. She fails to see a notice. She fails to see a notice at the entrance and before the automatic ticket barrier which states that we regret the inconvenience caused during the refurbishment and modernization work. Refurbishment and modernization work. Refurbishment, refurbishment, refurbishment and modernization work. You are strongly advised to find out alternative parking facilities but still park your car at your own risk. Full stop. Mary takes her ticket from the automatic machine, enters the car park, and suffers facial injuries. Facial injuries. When a brick dropped through her windscreen. Advice made. When a brick dropped through her windscreen. It's a pure case of exclusion clause. What would you examine here in the first place? Whether the exclusion clause was properly incorporated. That's what you need to look at first. So you look at incorporation situation. Was it incorporated properly?
Sir, with contract or आगे तो दिया चलो इसमें काफी refurbishment or modernization.
তার আগেরটা?
तार आगे तो ভিতরে কাটি
Yes.
এটা কার করে?
আগে
Yes.
তো স্যার হবে না
Yes.
আগে তো contract হওয়ার পরে
Yes. So incorporation was not done properly.
but brief kind of fell for because of the refurbishment.
Well, why? খেয়াল করে দেখেন. She failed to read it. What does that mean? Maybe it was not placed in a reasonable place. Maybe there was a notice given, but the notice was not given properly. Say you are entering somewhere. I give a notice in such a manner where you don't see it, or it is not reasonable to expect that somebody will read it, although it was given before you enter the place. So in that way, do you think it covers the situation that the exclusion clause was properly incorporated? So that answer I would say would be no. If you can argue that the notice was not given in a reasonable place. Okay, so that's one thing. Number two is, can you sort of exclude liability for any liability for physical injury?
No.
What section? You go for section 2 of which? UCTA. Okay, so number one, we see whether it was incorporated properly. এখানে কোন কেস আপনারা আর্গুই করবেন এখানে? Incorporation এখানে? There's a case, similar case. I gave you
This is Southeastern Railway.
no. পার্কারের আগে কি আছে দেখেন?
So Chaplin versus YBC.
No, not Chaplin.
So তারপরে স্যার Thornton versus Shuley.
Yes, this is Thornton versus Shulen parking. Thornton, this is a Thornton scenario. Thornton versus Shulen parking, remember? Yes, yes, similar to that. This is Thornton versus Shulen parking scenario, where there was a net automatic ticket machine. তখন হচ্ছে automatic. So remember, this is similar to that. আলা যাবে?
Yes, sir.
Are we sure?
আমরা complete.
রাঞ্জনা
So, আমি ছিলাম expression.
কোথায় ছিলেন?
So, আমি class করেছি।
These are also recorded, isn't it? These lectures are also recorded. Why don't you go through them? This is the problem when you miss classes. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Did you see the class? This class is online.
Wait,
Well, I have covered
আমার dad-
bit by bit. I have covered bit by bit everything. We should not have any problem whatsoever with this. What we have covered so far.
After revision, we will have extended the revision, sir, because someone else thought that-
I wanted you. I was in my revision capacity. Good, thank you, Radha, for reminding me. I forgot that. I forgot that. Okay. So this should be fine. I went through each and every section. I have covered the cases. I have covered the principles, and I took a lot of time to do use it here. Right. So let's review what we have done. You know what is offer and acceptance, right?
Yes, sir.
You are good with that. You are good with consideration, pre-key, and all these principles.
So, I want to conference. Sir, also an acceptance and now the terms and-
So you know terms, right?
Yeah.
Sale of goods act
Yeah.
should be fine. Exclusion clause should be fine. Misrepresentation should be fine. You all said you are confident, right? What is the act? What is the act in exclusion in misrepresentation? Which here? Yes. Mr. Back 67.
Yes, 1957.
What section? What a section like? After section like.
That's the school.
So Vishina. You are done with mistake and frustration.
So, yeah.
Yes.
What is the act in frustration?
No, there is no act.
Yes.
There is.
Of course, yes.
Trust.
Lorry from frustrated content and
Someone
good.
on it, I was. First,
Lorry from frustrated reform and frustrated reform and 43. Of course, you have done it.
the act for it, never said.
48, sir.
43. Foreign extra.
I remember that. So I only remember frustration.
Lecture 9.
Sir,
Lecture to check for us.
Guys, can you do me a favor? Can you give me an update of what you have covered? In contract. You know, take time. Let me know. I'll then cover it on Friday. Because I will then cover it on Friday because I need to know what you got. What you have covered, I'll if anything is not missing, I will do this.
Sir, can you go to Sir, we state frustration is consideration, state consideration, ability of
Well, I'm not worried about consideration PPT. Those are not really
frustration is
important.
fine. However, it's easy.
Well, yeah, yes. Before I go into that, I need to know what you have done. Contract so is there any loophole that I need to know? You're not feeling good? Okay, let's do one thing. Let's do an exam. On
He needs
contract.
to know what we know.
Yeah, I mean, look, why let's do it this way. I give you 4 questions and you answer 2. Just like the exam. Problem, of course, problem. Okay. We do that on, this is March 6th is the Friday, right? Yeah, 5th is Thursday, 6th is. So we do a contract test on 13th.
So we have
We
already.
have
After
society and
So we just check it.
14, 15, 16.
Let's do it on
16.
15th is Sunday. Let's do it on 15th.
Yeah.
All the contract.
So whole contract.
Yeah. So you get a lot of time to prepare.
Sir, do you look at consideration mistake?
Mistake consideration, yes, but consideration, no. I would not be too worried about consideration.
So, for instance, Mr. Terms extension was included.
Yeah.
And the JD type.
Chapter to chapter is a different data. I want to see where you stand. But I want an update of. I want also an update. সবাই মিলে সবাই মিলে আপডেট দিবেন আমাকে কন্ট্রাক্টের কি অবস্থা আর ক্রিমিনাল লর কি অবস্থা Good. So once I see what you have done তারপরে আমি ইয়ে করব আর কি অবস্থা আছে আপনারা বোঝার পরে then I'll fill up the rest of it. So somebody who was online just saying that goodbye, I'm ending the class. Thank you.